Hi there, Gemini. Thank you so much for being so patient. I appreciate that. This is your March reading of course. The words are escaping me as we speak. I was going to say, what was I going to say? I was going to say, energy is fluid. Energy is fluid. So, it will cover the first 2 weeks of March, but there's no cutoff date on either end. So it could be a little sooner, it could be a little later. See as you sort of feel it. But it should cover the general sort of gist of the month of March. Some kooky energy here. Ooh, the Lovers. Ow. Hi. That's a beautiful card to just come fluttering out, right? Emotional bliss, satisfaction. Lovely, right? And this doesn't have to be with another person, by the way, right? The Valentine's Day reading spoke to that. The Lovers, right? That emotional bliss. Tapping into that space of inner love, right? Relying on your own self for fulfilling that space, right? That emotional satisfaction. Beautiful, right? So it could be with another person, or it can simply be tapping into that space of inner compassion, right? Finding something that truly fulfills us in an emotional sense, that makes us feel free, right? That makes us feel free. Freedom is not always attachment, right? Look at these two birds. So free. You feel the air on this card, right? But it doesn't mean, right, that you have to be attached to someone or something in order to feel that. It comes from within, right? It's the emotional bliss that they feel that brings them this feeling of freedom. So absolutely it can be, right? Something that you gotten involved in or with that really speaks to your satisfaction, right? That inner soul satisfaction. Beautiful. I'm happy to see that for you, Gemini. I know it's been a rough few months, so this wants to come out. Yeah, it has been a rough few months. Strength in reverse. Right? I believe that's what that's speaking to. Let's do the Celtic cross for you, okay? Yes. Wow. 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 Okay. Gemini. You pulled the Lovers, and you also pulled the Two of Cups. Wow. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. This could be with a person, or again, it can simply be in and of yourself, feeling emotionally stable, feeling that your environment is loving and supportive, encouraging, right? Compassionate. Compassionate. It could also be a partnership of some sort, okay? In terms of perhaps career. You have a lot of career cards here on the table, right? Ones that speak to, ooh, you pulled the Emperor, you pulled the Emperor. Okay. So, again, right? And I've been feeling this for Gemini, the desire to harness creative fire energy, wield it in such a way that is helping you, right? Lay the foundation of long-term stability and fruition, right? And that's really what the Emperor speaks to. Is a domain of some sort that you are hoping to bring into manifestation. As it regards your creativity, absolutely, absolutely. It's Aries card, it's a fire card. Creativity, creativity, creativity. But, and very innovative, you have the Ace of Wands and the Son of Cups. Ooh, yes, very innovative, very innovative. but also, right, stable, right? That regards career, that regards finances. The Emperor has wielded his fire energy in such a way, brought it to such a point at which he's stable, right? In whatever it is that he's created. So I feel like you're trying to achieve that level of stability in some way, where you feel like, oh, okay, I got this. I know what's going on now, right? Again, financially or career-wise. But there's a leap that you have to take. There's a first step you have to take on this journey. You have the Fool in reverse in your theme. So, okay, Gemini. So look, right? The Fool has to take the first step, right? And that can be kind of daunting. It's kind of like, all right, taking this first step on this new journey, I just have to take the first step. But beneath that, you have the Four of Swords. And if you look at this card, this lamb has the sun shining on its forehead, right? Kind of like the swords represent thoughts, right? Or even words, communication with others, or even with ourselves and our mind, right? So it's kind of like this lamb is somewhat encaged by an illusion of a boundary, which are the swords. It's like the lamb is not actually caged in. The lamb can get up and leave anytime it wishes. But there's this force, this feeling, right? This impending sort of even subconscious limitation, perhaps, that holds the lamb in. Nonetheless, though, there's a sun on its forehead, right? There's a vision that this lamb has of the future. It's just a matter of confounding this illusion, of realizing this doesn't actually stop me. Whether it's societal expectations, right? Whether it's, again, self-imposed limitations and boundaries, the way we think, the way we perceive ourselves in our environment, right? Oh, we need to do it this way. We need to do it that way. We need to be this. We need to be that. We need to do things in this way or that way, right? It's like really moving beyond that. And beneath that, you have the Ten of Wands, doing away, closing out the cycle of an old sort of world that we're moving away from. Ten of Wands speaks to even habit patterns, behavior, right? Ways of doing things. Changing the way we do things. Closing out the cycle once and for all. Once and for all. And I'm feeling as it regards an old career, perhaps. An old career. Needs to come to an end. Needs to come to an end once and for all. Like closing the book and feeling all the dust fly out, right? When you slam that book shut, it's like the book is shut. And that's like kind of, right? It's like the chapter has ended. The chapter needs to end, right? It's like you can't keep feeding. You can't keep watering this tree if you don't want this. If this is not the tree that you want to water this tree, right? That's what you want to water. So it's like telling you, right? Close the book, close the book, close the chapter. Change, break out of that box, right? Pursue your dreams. Pursue your dreams. It takes the first step, though, right? And inherently, with the first step, you need to let go of everything else from your past. The Fool moves forward on its journey because it has let go of the past, right? It needs to surrender to this new beginning. Inherently, letting go of everything from its past, everything it's experienced. It can't color, right, its perception of the new beginning, because otherwise then it wouldn't be the Fool. The Fool is like fearless in a way, has no expectations, right? Is almost blinded by its faith. And so to do that, right, you almost need to accept the past as what it was, right? And not let the past hinder you as you move forward in this new journey, if that makes sense. So, in your deep past, Father of Wands. In your recent past, Father of Pentacles in reverse. Very interesting. They're kind of looking at each other, but not eye to eye. Two different characters, two different viewpoints, two different people, sort of, right? But sort of at the same level, right? Both fathers, but very different archetypes. So this is like a standoff energy, okay? And it's I'm feeling like a power play sort of energy from these two, okay? One is like, well, I can do this. Well, I can do it better. It's kind of like the Nike commercial, right? Anything you can do, I can do better, like that. That's like what this energy is, okay? It's almost like battling. It's like, ooh, look at what I have. Oh, look at this tool that I have. It's like that, right? Like, look. The Father of Wands is like, look, I got this big wand. And the Father of Pentacles is like, well, look at the estate that I have. Look what I've created. Look what I can create, right? It's like, but they're like not impressing each other in a way at the same time, because it's like they're so different in the way that they're trying to exert themselves. There's a feeling of not seeing eye to eye. Battle of wills. Battle of wills. It's like petty. It's like petty energy. Petty energy, right? It's like they could be cooperating. They could be working together, right? But they're not. Right? They're getting caught up in this game. And so the energy that you stepped into is beautiful. It's the Two of Wands. It's like, I'm going to scale it down from this drama and start putting like 2 and 2 together, using the fire energy in a way that allows me to actually make progress. Like, this is not progress. They're not creating, they're bickering. They're like fighting, right? Whereas these 2 wands are coming together to create something and to move forward and be productive, right? So you stepped into that, right? The desire to, this is like not going anywhere. These 2 characters are just like talking off in the corner. I want to make movement forward, and this is where you are now. Beautiful energy, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is like, it's like yelling over at this drama over here, kind of like, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting engaged at all with your pettiness. I'm not going to get involved with that power play game, right? I'm moving forward with wisdom. I'm moving forward with foresight, right? And responsibility, maturity. It's interesting because technically these 2 characters are pretty mature. It's the highest suit and expression of their element. The Father of Pentacles, the Father of Wands, but they're like wasting their energy and their potential on succeeding one another, right? Outdoing the other, right? So it's almost like, okay, so then it's almost like the Hierophant's looking back at them, right? Like, I'm going to be over here wielding these 2 wands to make progress forward, right? And to try and take action. But it seems that it's like there's commotion here. There's commotion here, right? In your midst. But it's almost like, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm going to just try and focus on my journey forward, right? Great. Mother of Swords in reverse as your advice. As your advice. Let me tune in here for you, Gemini. This is what I'm getting, Gemini. It's sort of like this. Look at the Mother of Swords, right? Very fixed energy. Very cold, calculative, says what she means, is not afraid to say it either. But she's in reverse in your advice position. Speaking to. It's almost like, right? This is a very harsh energy. As an advice position in reverse, it's like, don't be so fixed, right? On like proving a point, right? She's very much about proving a point. In reverse, it's like, let it go, right? Let the argument go. Let it go, right? And side with wisdom instead, which it seems you're doing. Okay? Otherwise, it's like an intellectual battle. And that's like, The energy is telling you, don't get involved in that, right? Focus on what you have at hand. Focus on what you can create, right? The creative process. Focus on this new beginning, right? Detoxify from what doesn't serve you anymore. Step into this Ace of Wands energy, right? Harness your skills, your talents, your elements in such a way that's conducive, not stagnant, going in circles, right, so to speak. So, in your near future, you have the Seven of Pentacles upright, which is beautiful, beautiful, because you know what? You're moving up and away from this, right? Directionless sort of brooding to progress, that which is tangible, that which is really speaks to manifestation, right? Being focused, keeping your aim very clear on the object, right, of your desire, which I'm feeling is the upturning of the Emperor card, right? And the Fool. That's exactly where this card is leading straight into, the Emperor and the Fool. So it's sort of like, bye, like I'm leaving all of you guys behind. I'm on this fast track. I'm getting my stuff done. I'm channeling my fire in a very responsible, directive way. I'm taking action. And I'm being responsible and mature about it. But look, you could be worn out a little bit, right? Especially if this is you. If this card, this Father of Wands, depicts you, it's sort of like, right, you went like, that's it. I'm going to take my 2 wands, I'm getting out of here, and I'm using them in a productive way. But look, this is so exhausting. This is exhausting. And you could be exhausted from this. You could. This could have been something that was ongoing for quite some time, right? Some sort of battle of some sort. Or just a difficult character to deal with that kind of you felt was like in your way and impeded whatever direction you were trying to move in positively to create, right? So it's like an inhibitory energy, whoever this might have been. And it's almost like a taunting energy too, right? It's like, I'm going to stand in your way, but I'm going to pretend like I'm not. But like it's obvious that I am. That kind of thing, right? Also, perhaps. But he's in your way. But then you bypassed him and you were like, that's it. I'm just going to take action. I don't need to stay here and deal with you. And this is like also maybe passive-aggressive energy as well. The way that it's laid out in the spread here. Regardless. Whatever the situation was, it could have left you somewhat tired a little bit, lethargic, right? Feeling like, ugh, I want to move forward, I want to take action, right? But it's almost like you have to put in double effort. You have to put in double effort, right? It may feel like it's a push, like you have to strain, right? Like, ugh, just funnel everything else out, all of the white noise, and move forward, right? Move forward. Blur out everything else. And then, right, we reach in your hopes and or your fears the Ace of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like you may be feeling, especially with the Strength card in reverse, you may be feeling that, especially with all the work that you're putting in, that it's like, oh, I want to keep this drive going. I want to keep this energy going. I want to keep this spark going, right? I want this new beginning. I want this new beginning. I want to start on this new journey completely, fresh slate, completely. I want to let go of what I need to let go of, right? I want to rekindle my passion, my drive, right? I want this freedom, this, to live this compassion, right? And really this passion, the lover's passion, but passion also again, right? For your soul journey, for your path, your calling, right? It's all coming together. So in your final outcome, you have the Son of Cups in reverse. Beautiful, beautiful, right? Beautiful. Why? Because in tandem with the Emperor in reverse, look at these two cards together. Both creative energy, absolutely creative energy, right? And it's speaking to the embarking on a creative journey, one which speaks to our ability to manifest, to create, to build the domain that we want, that we seek, by way of harnessing our fire energy and our water energy, right? The Emperor speaks to fire and earth, but this also looks kind of like a moon, like a fiery moon. So fire and water working in tandem together, creating, right? And I feel like, you know what, whatever this is, whatever this fear may be, of this Ace of Wands, right? Or this feeling of, I'm kind of tired, maybe even feeling tired, right? Feeling like I got to keep this fire going, but working really hard. I feel like you're going to do it. You're going to stick to it. You're going to do it. You have your eye on the prize. You know where you're going, right? You got through all this white noise, drama. You got through it. You're focused. You're set. You are on higher grounds here, okay? The bird from up above is shouting down to these two, like, bye, right? So you have higher ground, right? Absolutely. And I feel like you're moving down this path, but slowly, gradually, right? You're watering this tree, watering this tree slowly and gradually, okay? Which is good. Temper that energy, absolutely. All right, Gemini? Beautiful. Thank you so much for tuning in, Gemini. I hope this reading was helpful for you. I will be back with a last quarter moon reading for you guys, hopefully soon. Today, tomorrow, maybe the next day, right? So keep yourself in the loop for that, and I will be back with it soon. What else? Yes, okay, also be sure to check your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as oftentimes those will provide even further insights into your situation. I know that I personally resonate a lot with my moon sign, so it could be worth checking out. If you don't know your signs, click the link below in the description box that I provide and enter in your birth details, but just make sure that the time is correct, even down to the very minute, as a few off could change the game for you in terms of your signs, all right? It's a lot of fun. Check it out. I hope you guys have a beautiful February and March. It seems that you do have supportive energy in your midst as you move through this very exciting new beginning, okay? Speaking to your personal empowerment, excitement, and purpose, all right? As a soul. Beautiful. All power to you. Step into that space of inner love and compassion. I'll see you soon, Gemini. Bye.